So we are starting with an activity because I can see that you only remembered what you did. So action-based experiential learning is happening here. One chart paper, each pair. Okay, I missed your name. Umair. Ubaid, sorry. Ubaid, can you join whichever team you would like? Okay, you can be part of that. Please, please. Okay, now you have the liberty to either sit on the floor or sit on the chairs. Absolutely your choice, or you could use those tables as well. But this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. It's written over here. And your time starts now. I'll just give you maximum 1 minute. You can even sit on the floor, absolutely fine. Yeah, use your, this whole is your facility. Okay, so this is what you have to do right now. You have to design a vase. And how, what, where, when, I'm not going to tell you that. Use your imagination, time starts now. I'm just going to give you 30 seconds, it's back. 30 seconds, that's all. Time starts now. Give your team a name, and once you're done, just raise your hands. Yes, you're asking something? 30 seconds. Time starts now. Yeah. We have 20 more seconds to go. Whoever is attending this online, you can also be part of this activity. Just design a vase. 10 more seconds to go. Once you're done, you have to come on the stage, just showcase it to the online people as well, and then go back. We'll tell you what we did. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have a winner. Yeah, good, this is done. Come on. How about you guys? Thank you, please. You would like to come on stage and show everyone what you made? Okay. Who is the artist amongst you? You're the one? Okay. Okay, all of you. Oh, I love that. Okay. All right. Yes, please. Second team. What are we making? I'm curious now. Okay. Please. No, it's good. Show us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So we have designed a vase. Okay. Did I give you any other instruction? I just told you this, right? Did it boost your creativity? It did? Or should I have given more instructions to make it more clear? More instructions would have helped? Okay, because a vase is a vase is a vase. So the prompt was not really helping you creatively. So let's open the discussion a bit, okay? Let me give you more ideas. Come on stage. You can even take this place on the floor. Okay. Let's take a step back. Let's take a step back, okay? Imagine I'm the user, I'm the human, and I asked you, I need a vase, and you started creating it, but I did not give you any more information. So you just created something. But whether this is what I need, you don't know. So take a step back and let's discuss this. Why would someone buy a vase? Anybody? Why would anyone buy a vase? To put flowers, thank you. And what purpose does it serve? Thank you, I love that. Good answers, yes. A vase is only one way to enjoy flowers in your home. What other ways could be there? Enjoy flowers, yeah? Any other way to enjoy flowers? Yeah. Okay, all right. A garden, thank you. Okay, that's nice. All right, so now we have a little more ideas about what we are talking about. So this is what we did. Okay. Something wrong with the clicker? Okay, sorry, hold on, let me see. Something wrong with the clicker. Can you see? But before that, let me just add it to you. So what is happening? We've given you a few more cues, and now we are going to tell you that what is more important. To understand a user, you understand the experience that the user wants. It's not just the product the user wants. It's not a toaster the user wants. It's the experience the user wants. What comprises of experience? If I'm experiencing something, how would you know? By my body language, thank you, expressions, and attitude. Anything I'm experiencing, how would you know I'm experiencing it? Thank you. There could be difficulty. Anything else that is visible on my face? I'm really happy. Thank you. My emotions. How do I feel? That's the first cue for you to pick on the experience of the candidate. Is the clicker working? Huh. I have to go ahead. Thank you. Next. Next. Can we get the clicker or? Okay, then that's fine. Okay, so yes, it's an experience. Next, please. Continue. Yes, here. Yeah, here. Okay, so how, where, and when. You have to keep these cues in mind. Who is the user? How does he want the experience? Where does he want? Remember, I told you in HCD, context is very important. So in what context or background your user is interacting with the product that you're making? क्या वो kitchen में use करेगा? क्या वो lounge में use करेगा? क्या वो workplace पे use करेगा? What are the ways or the places that the person is going to use it? Okay, so that's the understanding that you need about the human. Next, please. Okay, next, please. Okay, yeah. Next. Wait. Next. Next, please. Okay, can you go back on the blue slide, blue statement? Here. Let's do it again. Okay, let's do this activity again. Now you know that we are not designing the product, we're designing an experience. So how differently will you do it? Time starts now. I'm giving you 40 seconds this time. It's your choice. You can sit here or there, absolutely your choice. So we're giving you 40 seconds. Right now, you don't have to design a vase, you have to design a better way for someone to enjoy flowers in their home. Now literally, go wild. It can be anything. They have to enjoy flowers in their home. What experience can we make? Remember, time is really short, 40 seconds. Technical glitches. Because after this, I'll have to play a video. Sure, sure. Why don't you join this team? Sir, you can join this team, sir. Thank you so much. Is it working? Yes. Perfect. Thank you. I missed your name. Ramesh. Thank you, Ramesh. Ramesh, aapko lena participate? And what about those two? Do you want to participate? Why don't you be part of the activity? Join either of the groups. Whoever enters the room gets to participate. You can make one team or you can join either of the teams, your choice. But this, again, the cue is you have to design a better way for someone to enjoy flowers in their home. You have 30 more seconds. I will repeat, design a better way for someone to enjoy flowers in their home. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. Remember, design thinking also talks about agility. So the faster you are in prototyping, the sooner you learn what not to do. Okay. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, please. Who is the first one? You are the first one, please. Okay, so whoever comes on stage explains as well what they've created and how they have fulfilled this statement. Surety, the online. Yes, please. Okay, I love it. What is this? Is this a?
View from window.
It's a view from the window. Very nice. Okay. See, that's the beauty of having diversity in the room. You know, you get to see such pretty pictures as well. Absolutely. Okay. So this is their version of how flowers can be enjoyed in the house. Please, thank you. Yes. The artists. What's the name of the group? Forgot to ask. Here you go.
And then I guess I can have the phone.
So nice. What is this? Please?
Just a proper flower arrangement in a garden, like that idea I mentioned last time. You mentioned the experience, so why not create the full nature experience, gather birds, encourage insects to come.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, thank you. Very good. Tell your names as well and tell the name of a group if you have given it.
𝐒𝐞𝐬𝐬𝐢, Hamza Imran.
And any name that you've given to the group? Give it because you're sticking to the group till the end, okay? All right, thank you so much. Please, have a seat. Yes, please. Pass the mic.
My drawing is not good. Yes, it is a small house. There is a path, and flowers are there outside,
On the side?
along the path.
And that's outside the house?
Outside.
So it's more like a pathway. All right, perfect. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, can I have your name?
Javed.
Sir, please have a seat. Okay. Yes.
मुझे बनाया मैम ये है दीवार पर लाउंज में मुझे बनाता है दीवार में बेल
बेल टाइप जो होती है मैम वो है.
Okay. All right. Is this real or is it fake flowers?
it's real flower
Real flowers, yes ma'am.
Any kind of you know,
Wall casing.
bougainvillea. So those kind of.
yeah
Yes ma'am.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Please have a seat. Please. Thank you. Give a name to your groups, please. Hi, Vaid. How are you? Please. Okay. So what were we trying to do? We were actually trying to do a quick design sprint, and that was for any product or any problem that somebody gave you, okay? Some human gave you. Now, do you know a human? Can you guess the human in this activity? Who is the user? Who is the human? Who is asking you for a vase, and who is asking you for an experience, flower experience in their homes? Who could be the user? Let's guess. Office, okay, so it could be someone from the workplace, all right. Any other user, any other human comes to your mind? Old age women wanted. Okay, that's new. That's new. Ubaid, anyone, any user comes to your mind, who will ask you for a vase and flowers? Children. Really? Okay. All right, that's new. I have not seen a single child asking for flowers, but it's good. It's a good idea. Yes, Kushnud. Grandparents. Why not young people? Yeah, I mean, why not youth? Do you not like flowers? Okay, all right, never mind. Okay, all right, so, so, you know, see what is happening. Listen to the conversation as well. My assumption, it was my assumption. I thought that my user, Ubaid, may not say children, but he did. Are you getting me? So it is a new answer that is coming to me. But how did I get to know? I asked him. So you have to make sure that you interact other than observation. Remember, I told you human-centered design, observe. Other than observation, you interact with the human. That is part of your product. Okay, so let's move on. Here are the 2 prompts. Can anybody tell me? I gave you 2 prompts. Prompts means cues. First one was design the vase. Second one was design an experience with flowers in their homes, things like that. How was it different?
We were restricted in the first one, and second one हमें पूरी liberty थी कि हम कुछ भी create कर सकते हैं.
I like it. Anybody? Anybody different than this? Yes.
फर्स्ट वन वॉज इन बिग बेस कोई इतना क्लियर नहीं था. वॉज कुड बी मतलब बहुत डिफरेंट तरह के होते हैं. कस्टमर की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं हमें पता थी कुछ भी नहीं. बट सेकंड वन वॉज के ओके दे वांट समथिंग कि वो फ्लावर्स अरेंजमेंट चाह रहे हैं, और स्टिल इसमें भी ऑप्शंस कम है. बट वट एवर जो हम लोगों को बेहतर लगा हमने उसमें आपको ऑप्शंस बताए.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you want to say something?
फर्स्ट में वैसे वो रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू वॉल्स, यानी बाकी कोई जितने मेथड्स हैं फ्लावर्स को दिखाने के लिए या बाकी पौधों को दिखाने के लिए वो उसमें मेंशन नहीं था. लेकिन यूज़र ने जब ये बता दिया कि जब ये आपके पास रूम है, ये क्या कॉन्टेक्स्ट है, उसके मुताबिक अपने फ्लावर डिज़ाइन करने वास हो कुछ भी हो तो आप फिर डिज़ाइन कर रहे हैं उसको. सो दैट्स अ ब्रॉड माइंड.
What's your name? Usama, you, yes please sir. Usama, thank you so much. You said the right word, context.
The first one, the model. Model.
Yes.
You have to plan a model first. And the second was where you like to see that model. In home, in park, in garden. Yes.
Thank you so much. So now you know what the human wants. Thank you sir, absolutely, that's the idea. So now you know, you don't need to actually just design a product. One fine day, waking up in the morning and washing machine banali, no, that's not the point. But we need to see actually who we are doing it for. So who, why, where, these are absolutely the ideas that you need to be very much aware. Which one will you prefer, by the way, in the future? The second one, of course, because it's about the experience. And I believe the second one was easier? All right, good. Okay, so I want to tell you a little bit theory about design thinking as well, but I will not do it because I believe we have just like very few hours to go. So I'm going to send it to you and you just read it on your own. So let me just these slides, give you a quick idea what is design thinking. Design thinking is actually a problem solving approach and methodology, okay? So let me quickly go back, go to the, remember this name, that's all. Herbert Simon. And write it somewhere, Google Simon Initiative. whoever is the engineer in the room right now or online, it would be amazing for you. Simon Initiative. He's the one who started the idea of thinking out of the box as design thinking, as a problem-solving approach or a solution, okay? This is the whole timeline. You can read it when I send it to you. Let's talk about the definition, okay? We told you that HCD is a mindset. Design thinking is the methodology and a way to resolve it. Remember, it's human-centric. Then आपके center में human है, so जो कुछ हो रहा है आपके business में, it has to serve that human. Otherwise, it may not scale or flourish or probably be relevant for a longer time. You grow as the human grows. So Gen Z is different from millennials. Millennials were different from the previous generation. हमारी choices भी different है, हमारे interests भी different है. That's why you should be aware of the human as well, right? So it's a methodology to improve the situation. It's a problem-solving approach, and it's a cognitive process. दिमाग की ज़रूरत है इसमें, creativity की ज़रूरत है, and जितना ज़्यादा out of the box सोचने की कोशिश करेंगे, lateral thinking करेंगे, linear नहीं, उतना ज़्यादा आपको फ़ायदा होगा. Cross-disciplinary. आपकी टीम में मुझे एक बात बताएं, just for the sake of discussion, your startups. Do you have people from the same industry and department in your startup, in your team, or different? Same? Okay. So the first step that you do in the future, as soon as you start to grow, add a person who is not from your domain, not from your department, or from your team. Sometimes for that what we do, we leverage the people we already have. So I could be of help, Sarah could be of help, Noor could be of help, Aisha could be of help, or get a person who is from a literally different department. Marketing, okay? It could be culture. It could be a person from finance. So you would get a different perspective. Could be a person from politics, lawyers, right? So you have to have a multidisciplinary team for your startups to grow, okay? Sorry, yes. Okay, now let's remember this. बहुत बड़ा प्रोसेस है, लेकिन पहला वर्ड एम्पैथी है. एम्पैथी की डेफिनेशन बता दे मुझे कोई, बिकॉज बचपन से अभी तक लोग कंफ्यूज होते हैं सिंपैथी और एम्पैथी में. हैज एनीवन बीन एबल टू फाइंड आउट व्हाट एम्पैथी एक्चुअली इज?
सिंपैथी होती है कि फॉर एग्जांपल किसी पे तरस आ रहा है क्योंकि वो उस तरस से काबिल है. एम्पैथी इज समथिंग कि आपके नेचर में है, आप जैसे कि खुदा तरस लोग होते हैं. दिस इज व्हाट आई थिंक ऑफ एम्पैथी. सिंपैथी इज लाइक किसी पे तरस करना क्योंकि वो तरस से काबिल है, यानी वो, दिस व्हाट आई थिंक. एम्पैथी इज लाइक इट इज योर नेचर कि आप काइंड है किसी के साथ ही. नो मतलब नेचर इज काइंड या कुछ भी आप कर रहे हैं, दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ योर नेचर. दैट इज एम्पैथी. That's what I think.
Giving you a counter argument, and that is, so you mean to say कि मुझे अपने user के साथ kind होना है? How is that helping the user? Yes.
So, empathize, I suppose, is it's when you think from the other person's perspective and maybe walk in their shoes. Yeah, walk in the, yeah. Feel what the, yeah.
But we are beings of emotions. हम थिंकिंग बीइंग्स तो हैं, हमारा दिमाग तो अल्लाह ने दिए, बट हमारा जो राइट ब्रेन है वो ज़्यादा काम करता है. हम ज़्यादा इम्पल्सिव हो जाते हैं, हम ज़्यादा इमोशन ड्रिवन हो जाते हैं फॉर वन रीज़न और द अदर. दैट डज नॉट मीन इट्स रॉन्ग और इट्स बैड. दैट इज़ हाउ वी आर. ओके, सो वी जस्ट नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इमोशंस द ह्यूमन इज फेलिंग इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ द नीड्स दैट आर नॉट बीइंग मेट. उनकी कौन सी नीड्स हैं जो फुलफिल नहीं हो रही हैं, जिसकी वजह से व्हाट इमोशंस आर हैपनिंग or you know occurring in those humans or in those users. That's your very important element that you need to find. What are the ways to do it? Talk to them, observe them, be with them. इंटरव्यू मत करें जाके एकदम से उनके साथ बैठ के हाँ जी मैं आपसे सवालात करने आया हूँ, नॉट लाइक दैट. यस, ऐसे भी करना है बिकॉज फॉर्मल इंटरव्यूज होने चाहिए, फोकस ग्रुप्स होने चाहिए, बट गो एंड जस्ट स्पेंड द डे. वो एक प्रोग्राम आता था ना एक दिन समथिंग समथिंग के साथ, रिमेंबर जियो पे आता था, ठीक है. तो सिमिलरली यू स्पेंड अ डे विद द फार्मर इफ यू आर मेकिंग एन एग्री प्रोडक्ट based on technology. You spend a day there because you'll be able to find out कि actually वहाँ field में रह के क्या उसके पास time होगा वो use करने का या नहीं. That's how you create the relevance. So empathy is very, very, very important. And you see these arrows. It's a loop. You need to understand it's a loop. You start, you empathize, you ideate, you prototype, you reflect if that's a good, you come back to empathize. शायद कोई कॉन्टेक्स्ट रह गया हमारे से. सो यू कीप फाइंडिंग दैट आउट. अदरवाइज हम अभी भी यू नो वी वुड हैव बीन यूजिंग हॉर्स कार्ट्स. गाड़ियाँ नहीं होती और इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स होती ही नहीं और टेस्ला भी नहीं होती. सो some people were evolving with time. That's what we need to do. Empathize, define, ideate. I'll explain each one of them. Just keep it in your mind. Define the problem. Empathy helps you that. Learn about the users. Learn from prototypes. We'll talk about that in detail as well. Okay. Remember this. This is a step. I hope you can see the links between identification of problem, strategic question, possibilities, what would have to be true, barriers, test, choose, and repeat. Again, it's a loop. It's a loop. You miss a step, you cannot complete the loop. Okay? So either all steps are very important. चाहे वो वास वाले लेवल पे हो, चाहे वो enterprise solutions create कर रहे हो. Each step is very important, and the start of the step is very important. Empathy, inshallah, in the future, what we are planning, that we're going to be conducting one full day workshop on empathy only. And you'll get a lot of activities which you can apply for your startups as well, okay? But today we have just incorporated one or two. All right, remember these? I'll just quickly play a video for you so you can recall and connect what we learned so far about design thinking. Focus on humans. Just write it somewhere. Tattoo karwa lein, humans. So you have to be human-centric. And restless reinvention. Very important. Iterative. You have to be as much iterative as possible. There's no such thing as sitting down, spending time, and then waiting for something to happen. There's no such thing as perfect. So we all need to understand that. Let's see a video. Not this one. This one. Okay.
Design thinking is a problem-solving approach that aims to improve people's experiences. Instead of seeking to define an idea by its structural parts, it focuses on how an idea helps a person achieve a task and how it makes them think and feel. Design thinking originated in the late 1960s and early 1970s as a way to work differently by focusing deeply on the human experience when creating physical products. As a practice, it meant that in order to design the best chair possible, the people working on that chair must consider who would be using it, where, and how. Today, design thinking is applied to almost every modern field and industry. People have extracted the basic components of design thinking and used them to design complex products, such as MRI machines and software, and also services such as air travel, business consulting, and customer service. A variety of models exist today outlining these basic components. The Stanford D School, for example, one of the first organizations to formalize a comprehensive design thinking curriculum, uses this model. A flow from building empathy, defining a problem or opportunity, to ideating a solution to that problem, prototyping it, and testing. Most design thinking models follow such a flow. They include many of the same values, focus on real people and their real needs, interact with those people to understand what problems they face, think about how to solve those problems by coming up with many ideas, not just one or two. Be visual in your thinking and brainstorming, and experiment by quickly and cheaply testing unfinished ideas to understand how they might work. When you practice design thinking, you consider a person's true, unique experience, not just technology and requirements. In this way, you're not designing a vase. You're designing a better way to enjoy flowers in your home.
Okay. So, did it resonate some way? Kuch click hua from the previous activities? Remember, it's about the human by the end of the day, because they are the ones who are going to use it, and they are the ones who are going to make it better for you as well. So innovation comes when you know your user really, really, really well. Somebody was telling me, शायद हम थोड़ा सा इसको exaggeration में लेके जा रहे हैं, but actually not. Somebody was telling me, be a mother to your human. You have to know that much. You know, you should pick on the cues. If you see some problem happening when a person is sitting on a chair and the person feels like, you know, my back is hurting or my neck is hurting, that's a cue for you to observe. And if some of your team members can actually do that much level of research on your human, you would be better off. So what we are going to do today, after this, remember Finding Nemo? So we are finding human, okay? So let's find out what our humans are. You are already part of startups, okay? But abhi I've divided you into teams. So you can, it's your choice. You can probably, like Khushnood can use his startup, Hamza can use his startup, or you can use two separate, you can use one, your choice. But keep a startup in your mind. And keeping that startup in your mind, keep the human in your mind. Meri kuch hope hai ki shayad already you have an understanding of your user. If you don't, let's do it together, okay? So finding human, identify the user. Empathy is the foundation of human-centered design. Of course, you know. The problems you're trying to solve are really your own. They're those of the users. And you cannot be your users, by the way. We will always be biased because we're not the ones who are using it. If we are, then probably we can actually add more to it. Okay. Remember, we already know this. Observe, engage, immerse. What does immerse mean? Engage to samajh aa jati hai baatcheet. Observe, I can see. What is immerse? How will you immerse in your human? Anybody? Yeah? Okay. Experience what they experience for a mile or two. कोई example दे मुझे, कोई भी product की. Any product that comes to your mind, उसमें आप immerse कैसे incorporate करेंगे? Existing products की बात कर लेते हैं. Okay, iPods. Okay, yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. That's a very good idea. So actually, you can use that prototype yourself and be a user yourself. Sometimes you'll have to probably step out from the shoe of a founder and a CEO and step into the shoe of the user. कि उसको क्या प्रॉब्लम्स हो रहे होंगे, ठीक है? तो यस, इसमें ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि हमें पिवट बहुत हाई लेवल का करना पड़े या बहुत छोटे लेवल का करना पड़े. बट रिमेंबर, फॉर एग्जांपल, लेट मी गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. यू नो द फिनटेक्स और डिजिटल बैंक्स दैट आर कमिंग दीज डेज. डिजिटल एप्स आ रही हैं, डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग का तरीका बता रहे हैं आपको, कह रहे हैं हर चीज़ आपके फ़ोन पे हो जाएगी. स्टॉक्स भी आप, यू कैन इवन परचेज स्टॉक्स इन सम ऑफ द डिजिटल एप्स, डिजिटल फाइनेंशियल एप्स. बट डिड दे डू द डिज़ाइन थिंकिंग और डिड दे ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द यूज़र? Yeah? Okay. How many of you are using any digital banking app? You are? Very nice. Might I ask which one? Mizan. That's not a digital banking app. Digital bank. SadaPay is a digital bank. Thank you. Becoming a digital bank. Not exactly, but becoming. So SadaPay has a use case. Only one. Which one is that? Use case का क्या मतलब होता है? SadaPay has only one use case. Use case means one solution that they are giving you. What is that? No. What's a use case? Thank you. It's only payments. It's only payments. SadaPay. It's only payments. Mobile payments, this payment, that payment. Not even utility payments are also not there as yet. So they are still growing. But had they done a little research on Pakistani market, they would have known कि problems थे क्या. क्योंकि मीज़ान बैंक भी है, मैं क्यों SadaPay यूज़ करूँ? Yeah, why am I using that? I love this bank. It's a big bank. It is flourishing. It is in the market. It has a standing. It has trust. Banks need trust. Sorry, Banking customers need trust because it's about finances. So that is what we're talking about. Whatever you're creating, know you're human. Okay. Let's make this. Again, in your teams, you can either be part of 2 groups. Let's make it 2 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1's together, 2's together, 3's together, 4's together. Make 2 groups. 2 groups, or I think it's going to be 4 groups. 4 groups, yes. Make 4 groups and take a chart paper, take a marker, take stickers, and paste those chart papers on the wall. ये जो अभी बनाया है ये भी ग्लास वॉल पे जाएगा, और जो अभी बनाना है वो भी ग्लास वॉल पे जाएगा. रिमेंबर ये आपका यूजर है जो अभी आपके पास स्टार्टअप में है, और ये कुछ और भी हो सकता है. इट्स योर चॉइस. If you have a business of, let's say, agriculture, farmer can be your user, or the vendors can be your user, etc., etc. Your choice. You can either copy this diagram, or you can do a very simple one. कि 4 boxes बनाएं. एक पे लिखें says, एक पे लिखें think, एक पे लिखें feel, and एक पे लिखें do. 1, 2, 3, 4. या वो उस तरह भी बना सकते हैं, या ये भी कॉपी कर सकते हैं. But this is what we have to do. We have to make a map, an empathy map for our user. We are trying to identify कि user है कौन है actually. तो जो आइडिया आपके जहन में आए, पहले तो ये boxes डिजाइन स्ट्रक्चर बना लें, ठीक है. क्वेश्चंस मत कॉपी करें, सिर्फ हेडिंग्स कॉपी करें, ठीक है. उसके बाद you have to take stick-ons and write your ideas on your stick-ons and place it on the chart, and then you paste that chart on the glass wall, and then we are going to start reflecting on it. Okay, time starts now. Yes, you did not get it. Okay, you have to make a structure of this. Okay, दरमियान में एक लाइन खींचे और फिर एक लाइन खींचे, तो 4 डब्बे बन गए, ठीक है. एक पे लिखेंगे आप says, who says, user says, human says. दूसरे पे लिखेंगे do, तीसरे पे लिखेंगे feel, चौथे पे लिखेंगे where are you? See. Okay, think. Sorry, think. Okay, think, do, feel and say. 4 words हो गए. इसके बाद आपने वो लिखना है कि आपको जो यूजर है वो क्या कहता है. Imagine a situation. सारे स्टिक-ऑन्स पे लिख के, पोस्ट-इट्स पे लिख के, पोस्ट-इट्स को चिपका देना उन्हीं सेक्शंस पे. फिर हम उसको वॉल पे चिपकाएंगे, और फिर हम देखेंगे कि क्या वो एक्चुअली हमारी अंडरस्टैंडिंग यूजर की ठीक है या नहीं. With everything, feeling, what does the speaker or the user say? So says, does, think and feel. 4. Make up 4 quadrants, 4 boxes, and you have to start putting the post-its on that. Decide your user. User के बगैर ये activity start ही नहीं हो सकती. Decide your user. Exactly. The post-its are actually answering the questions. जैसे कि पहले में लिखा हुआ है कि who is the person we want to understand. तो आपने आइडेंटिफाई करना है आपका ह्यूमन कौन है. सर फॉर एग्जांपल आप किसी भी प्रोडक्ट या किसी भी बिजनेस में आपका कोई यूजर होगा, कोई भी इमेजिन कर सकते हैं, व्हीकल इमेजिन कर सकते हैं, एग्रीकल्चर इमेजिन कर सकते हैं, या आपका कोई एग्जिस्टिंग बिजनेस है तो इमेजिन कर सकते हैं. उसमें यूजर कौन है, ये उस यूजर के बारे में हम अंडरस्टैंडिंग डेवलप कर रहे हैं. तो आपने ये बताना है कि वो कौन है, वो क्या करता है, वो क्या कहता है, वो क्या फील करता है, और वो क्या सोचता है. ये सारे हमें पोस्ट-इट्स पे लिख के चिपकाने हैं इन सारे 4 डब्बों में, ठीक है. और ये पोस्ट-इट्स यहाँ पड़े हुए मैं आपको दे देती हूँ. Here, thank you. Any clarity needed? Who you have to be aware of who. अगर आप mention कर देते हो good. If you don't mention it, at least in your head you should be aware. What you have to label is says. Write it down. The first one is says, the second is do, the third is feel, and the 4 is think. Say, do, feel, think. What does your human say? What does your human feel? What does your human think? And what does your human do? इसमें ये जो मैप बना हुआ है इसमें एक्चुअली उन्होंने और भी ऑप्शंस दे दिए, इनमें सी भी दे दिया है, इसमें पेन भी दे दिया है, हेयर भी दे दिया है और हु भी दे दिया है. तो इट्स योर चॉइस, आप ये इन्फॉर्मेशन भी ऐड कर सकते हैं और यू कैन मेक सिंपल वन एज वेल. टाइम स्टार्ट्स नाउ. आई एम गिविंग यू 20 minutes. Take your time. As many post-its as possible. No idea is wrong. So put everything that is coming to your mind. सब डाल दें. एक post-it पे 2 से ज़्यादा idea नहीं होने चाहिए. One post-it should have 2 statements, not more than that. So use as many post-its as possible. if you're worried about what to put in think and feel, think you can talk about their fears, their frustrations, anxieties. Feeling, you can talk about their needs, hopes, dreams, or vice versa. But the success of your empathy map is how many ideas are there on your post-its. Whoever is done first, they can go and paste it on the glass walls. 10 more. And it's a teamwork, so I hope both of the team members are participating. No idea is wrong. Even if it's very funny, if it's very, as per you, stupid, please put it. Javed sir, for you, I think we can do one thing. Once you're done, आप इस टीम के साथ बैठ जाएं और एक दफ़ा अपना मैप उनको भी शेयर कर दें, तो शायद वो कोई और आइडियाज़ भी दें आपको. Because this activity is always done in a team. अकेले नहीं होती है ये. ठीक है? आप कर लें पहले, फिर you can share with them as well. ठीक है? Seven. People who are online, viewing on YouTube and connected, they can ask, if they have any question, they can ask on the groups that they have, WhatsApp groups. Just put the question there and I'll try my best to answer, okay? Five minutes. You should be pasting it on the glass walls so that we can start presenting it as well. Time up. Guys, I should see them on the glass walls. Time start now. Take the tapes over there. Write the name of your groups. Give it a name. Choose a presenter who's going to present. Okay guys, agile, faster, with the given resources, sooner. Okay, who is the first one? Who is the first from the team? Which team wants to present first? You? What's the name of the group? Eden. Eden. Okay, not bad. All right. Okay. Okay, so we have a group called Eden. And Eden, tell me who is your user. I'll give you the mic. You have to tell me 2-3 statements. The first one, who is the user? And then you run me through the entire statements. And then I'll tell you whether you have placed them in the right block or not. Please.
So
So basically, the users are the doctors, not the doctors, but the medical students. And for the other product, it's a home health device, so anyone at home could use it. And they say that we need solution of basic medical help at our home. And then for the other one, it says that it gets difficult to remember human anatomy, so we need to get an application that has a design of human anatomy. And they say that product should be affordable. And they say that product should be affordable, and then in the doing section that the people need to go to lab, go to doctor, and then they get appointments, and then they face fuel consumption, and the fuel is very high.
User. You have not told me who the user is.
User.
You told me what they say and
Basically, a general family, maybe family member, कोई भी family में से कोई बंदा भी अगर health problem.
Projects, the main focus is basically medical field. So one project, the user is our students and the teachers, because they are working towards seeing the human anatomy in an app or AR VR setup. And the other project, we have the users as an everyday person who's sitting at home, who wants to run his diagnostic test, take his basic vitals, and interact with the doctor, consult with the doctor.
Is this what your startup is about?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Has that AR VR.
I just wrote points and that would work in both cases.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So, do we have information about the user or the human of their group? The human is any family, any person who is sitting at home, and any student or any teacher who wants to
Deliver some.
who wants to learn about anatomy, human anatomy, or anybody who wants to do self-diagnosis sitting at home. So we do it with the VR technology. That's what you're talking about. Good. इसमें कोई idea है जो गलत box में डाला हुआ आपने?
हम बस कंफ्यूज थे कि जो अफोर्डेबिलिटी है वो से में होगी या थिंक में, बट देन वी डिसाइडेड कि द पीपल ऑलवेज से दैट इट शुड बी अफोर्डेबल, दे डोंट थिंक.
वो फील भी करते हैं वैसे, कुछ सोचते भी हैं और फिर वो कहते भी हैं. राइट, तीनों में डाल सकते हैं. बट ये होता है कि जब अगर वो बोल रहे हैं, ये चीज़ याद रखें ह्यूमंस के बारे में. तो ऑल ऑफ यू ह्यूमंस, ऑल ऑफ अस आर ह्यूमंस. ह्यूमंस पहले सोचते हैं, पहले वो सोचेंगे, फिर वो फील करेंगे, और फिर वो बोलेंगे, और फिर वो एक्ट करेंगे. तो पहले जो नहीं, the thought comes first. यही तो साइंस है. The thought, so it can be literally anything. It can be a stream of
डूइंग में बेसिकली आपको सबसे पहले एक जो यूज़र है, अगर उसके पास वो प्रोडक्ट नहीं है तो उसको पहले लैब पे जाना है, टेस्ट कराना है, फिर डॉक्टर के पास जाना है, अपॉइंटमेंट लेनी है, अपना फ्यूल वेस्ट करना है, अपना टाइम वेस्ट करना है. तो बेसिकली वो सब घर पे आप कर रहे हैं. But the final product is just put it at home or anywhere. Just a regular person. Portable. Anyone can use it.
Anyone can use it. So, but we will have to have a segment. Empathy maps help you decide a segment as well. तो अगर हम एक segment से start करेंगे तो there is high chance कि वहाँ पे adaptability of that product comes faster.
Basically, we are designing we are basically giving it to some medical base or something at hospitals to test, so and the final product, yes, the final product.
B2B pilot program, and then B2C, because we have to first give the general knowledge about the product to everybody first, and then
we just want to build a reliance or some trust on a day-to-day user by the perspective of a doctor. So they understand that this product is genuine. So
All right, that's a good approach. That's a good approach. Thank you so much. Eden is done. Who is the next one? What's the name of the group? Astro Servicing.
Servicing, yeah.
Yes.
Actually,
Who is your user?
our user is aerospace company who designs satellites and launches satellites.
Mike.
Our user is satellite company that designs satellites or launches satellites. Yeah, they also, yeah. So once they have launched their satellites, they don't want the satellite to be re-entered because it can be burnt. So there are a lot of losses in the equipments like electronics. So they don't want to re-enter their satellites. They want it like in-orbit servicing. That is what we are providing here. Yeah, in-orbit refueling, in-orbit maintenance, everything. Yeah. It is possible. We are working on that actually.
Okay, what stage are you on?
Actually, we are now right now in the hatchery stage, but we are now working on it.
The proof of concept is not there yet.
It is. There is. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, we are working on space debris remediation. Yeah, we are removing the debris from the space. Yeah. So there are certain possibilities of having asset threats, like anti-satellite threats, or debris coming the way of orbit of a satellite. So you have to remove that debris in order to save your satellite as well as other satellites as well. So you're providing servicing. So this is the servicing. Aerospace companies and satellite companies. Yeah. 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 So they want lower budgets as well. So it is lower budget than launching the satellite again.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Nice. Please look at the presentation as well. Thank you. I think I saw you in that competition. You
Yeah.
won that competition.
Yeah, we won that.
हाँ जी, मेरे ग्रुप का नाम है वैक्यूम टेक्नोलॉजी and vacuum machines are being used by the people in the industry. Industry may be pharma industry or vacuum packing or food industry or paper industry. They are using the vacuum machines. Yeah. So I have yes, my user. आपका वैक्यूम क्लीनर देख लेते हैं almost every house.
So household or homemakers are users. Okay, right? Homemakers क्या कहते हैं?
User ये कहता है if he wants to buy a machine, is this suitable for him? Is he actually needs it? Is it costly or it is easy for him to use? And will it be beneficial for him? फील में feel happy when this information satisfies him, will get more business with this machine.
So sir, ये आपका existing startup है? और same
Same है, its design is complicated. Color is not appealing. Operation is not easy. It is not durable. It is and do discusses with his team to get their opinion and finally decides to purchase.
अच्छा, अब आपने बोला मुझे एक होममेकर यूजर है, पहले तो मुझे ये बताया, ठीक है? Industry is big homemade, but क्योंकि we have to choose one segment, we can't say that we are picking B2B and B2C together. You're picking B2B, you were very clear. आपके केस में B2C पहले आएगा कि B2B पहले आएगा? अगर businesses को आप बेचेंगे वैक्यूम, तो business आपका यूजर बनता है. अगर आपके पास B2C कर रहे हैं, customers को homemakers को बेच रहे हैं, तो वो आपका यूजर है. तो अगर होममेकर है, तो वो ये ढूंढ
color green. Okay. We also focused on startups, and then we were going to, back. We didn't have time. We ran out of time. Okay, so right now this is about mine. He has also written a few, so we can also explain here. Yeah, the orange ones are mine. Okay, so sure. Okay, so the user here is either a caregiver, whether a nurse or a doctor or a patient's relation, or a person who is affected or ill. And so what they think is, from the caregiver perspective, if it's a nurse, it's it's a crowded clinic, and they're like, oh, another one. Too many steps to perform before they get their diagnosis. How much of this that they're paying am I making? Okay. From the patient side, it's is it reliable where I'm going to for care? Am I going to get the quality? Am I going to be comfortable? And from the patient, from the relation of the patient who's taking them there, it's again they're thinking about comfort, they're thinking about reliability, they're thinking about whether I should take them here, whether I should take them there. They're and when can I get the care I want? The time. Circle can the so they'll be thinking about when can I get the care that I want, and when can the person get the care I want, and from their side, when can I get this person, give them the care and get them out of there as soon as I can, right? And cost. From the field side, the patient feels powerless, scared, just wants to get this over with. The relation wants to make them comfortable. They also feel they want to do anything for anyone as long as their their person gets the care that they need. They're anxious. They feel neglected sometimes. The target segment is the same. Yeah. So it's the same.
Yes, so the who I was talking about are the farmers. So the product which I know is the agri drones or UAVs, which help in the farming, like collecting the crops or the different steps in the plantation of crops, like their enhancement and the things. So the thing they say is there should be provided easy solutions, because farming, and it's a difficult task, needs a lot of effort. They also want more efficiency, which can mean they consume less time and bear less loss. And so also they want automation. They say, given to them. It can be. efficiency is what they think. And the farmers which you talked about feel neglected in terms of technology. And do is there to farming.
Okay, so this is empathy map. You cannot make this empathy map without speaking to your user or to your human. तो हमने ये second step पहले कर लिया. First step ये था that you had to go and observe the user and talk to them. Observe and engage. फिर immerse करना था. तो immerse में आपने ये empathy map किया. Right? So ये most of the time assumption based भी होता है, most of the time reality based भी होता है, depends how accurate you can get it. But listen, जितने भी आपने stick-ons लगाए हैं, actually इससे बहुत ज़्यादा लगते हैं जब real project पे आप काम कर रहे होते हो. तो अगर आप ये empathy map अपनी teams के साथ conduct करेंगे, you will see कि it will be expanding, it will be an ongoing process. क्या पता एक दिन आपको एक idea है और next day आपको no, ये तो same में नहीं था, ये तो do में था. तो आपको do में डाल के उसमें वहाँ पे you map it over there. So the more accurate you are in mapping, the better you'll be able to understand your user. So ये कुछ questions हैं मेरे पास about your own startups. How much does your team focus on your user? Does your team में सब आ जाते हैं, ठीक है? So if you have like 7 people, 10 people, 1 person, 2 people, is everyone concerned about the user? Not at all or completely. दरमियान में दिया ही नहीं मैंने आंसर. Extremes की बात हो रही है. Yes or no? And be honest. It's fine if it's a no. Only one person is saying yes. The rest can say no. It's okay to say no. It's a safe place. Say no. Okay. Number 2. When was the last time you tested out a new idea? Nice. Good, yeah. Good. I like it. It should be that fast. That's what agility is. How many different perspectives exist on your team? ये बहुत important है. कितने नए perspectives हैं? नए दिमाग हैं. नए experience और background से ताल्लुक रखते हैं. Yes or no? Nobody's saying no. It's a safe space. So it's a no. So say no. You did. I did not hear it. Hamza said no. Yes, please. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Multidisciplinary teams try to get freelancers, interns, or even unpaid interns on board, or even talk to your other department fellows for your product. Of course, sign a confidentiality agreement first with them, so they don't steal your idea. Okay. Okay. So the first phase was empathy, empathize. The second was define. I will not go into theory a lot because we don't have a lot of time. I'll send these slides to you, I promise this time. But define is actually to tell exactly what the problem is. So I'm giving you these. Wow, so much mess. How many of you have OCD? Obsessive compulsive disorder. सफाई चाहिए होती है बार-बार. चीज़ों की organized order. Who is that? Good. Okay, so imagine what's happening to me. Okay, so I'm giving these sheets to you. Okay, this will help you define your challenge or your product. Okay, product is there, but कुछ problems आ रहे हैं उस product में. वो इस पे आप define करेंगे. So ये sheet में already this is what you have to fill in, but this is a simple filled sheet as well. Okay, so it's literally a spoon feeding that I'm giving you. What you need to do, you need to apply it on your own startup. Fill it as neatly as possible. Either WhatsApp me, email me, or directly give it to Sarah. Sarah is going to give it to me. Take your time. Eid के बाद दें. But अच्छा सा काम करके दें. मतलब actually अपने startup को सोच के उसको fill करके दें. Right? So it's going to help us. We'll sit down. We'll have a talk on it. Okay? Mentorship sessions भी होंगे. So I'll tell you a little bit about that as well. Okay. So define. You have to define based on your understanding of your users and their environments, you come up with an actionable problem statement, your point of view. प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट, ये आपने वहाँ पे डिफाइन करना है. Yes. Okay. So I also planned another activity. This is a really fun activity, but we don't have time. But I can quickly give you an idea. So हुआ ये था कि एक एयरपोर्ट पे आपने देखे होंगे वो जो डोर्स के ऊपर एजेंट्स होते हैं, राइट? तो क्या कर रहे थे वो, जब फ्लाइट के लिए बोर्ड कर रहे थे तो वो लाइन वाले से चेक कर रहे थे टिकट्स एंड पास, यू नो, बोर्डिंग पासेस. तो क्या हो रहा था कि उस एयरलाइन में मुसलसल फ्लाइट डिले हो रही थी एंड पीपल वर नॉट एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई व्हाई, क्यों पैसेंजर्स लेट हो रहे हैं, क्यों फ्लाइट्स डिले हो रही हैं. तो फिर उन्होंने ये 5 whys एक्टिविटी की. Similarly, you can also do it. If your product, for example, is not being successful in one way or the other, you can find out how to do it using these 5 whys. What are 5 whys? Quickly, अगर हम करना शुरू करें एक दूसरे से बातचीत. For example, let's give you an example. I want to give you this example, but let me give you a very basic example. For example, yes, you, Hamza. Sorry, you're the easy target for me. Okay. So you said that you like storytelling, right? Okay. So why do you like it? No, that's fine. Okay. So your first one was? It's good. Why do you need experience?
Just to spice up the creativity.
Why do you need to spice up your creativity?
Everybody, creativity is just the best way to create and innovate these days.
Why do you need to innovate? What is the need to innovate?
You need to innovate. Market keeps changing, demands keep changing. So obviously you need to come up with a new solution to keep up with the demands.
Why do you need a new solution to do it? So there comes a time when you get stuck, okay? When you have these answers to these 5 whys, you'll be able to find out the problem, okay? So let me quickly run you through what happened here. The root cause of the original problem facing Windsor Airlines. Windsor Airlines' consistent flight delays are hurting the company's bottom line. Why? Why might that be? Because the majority of the flights don't depart on time. फिर क्या हुआ? Second why. Because on average, the gate is unlocked 10 minutes before a flight scheduled takeoff. Because the dispatchers don't have the passenger data which is legally required for the date to close. Because it's not clear who is on the final passenger list. Because gate agents struggle to negotiate last-minute passenger changes. So actually problem ये है. Because gate agents struggle to negotiate last-minute passenger changes. पहले हमें ये लगा कि वो फ्लाइट डिले हो रही है, तो वो किसी भी वजह से हो सकती है. But now human-centered problem awareness से we found out, no, this is the actual problem. So जितने whys आप पूछते जाएंगे, counter whys. Whatever statement comes to you, counter it with a why, till the time you have the right answer. And you would know it, actually. Yes, any questions? Good? Okay. All right, so last but not the least, this is your design challenge that I've already shared with you. You have to share it with me. Ideate. As I told you, I plan to conduct another 2 workshops in the future after Eid. One of them will be based on empathy. Pura din empathy pe guzarenge will make you empathize, you know. And another day would be to ideate. Ideation के बहुत सारे तरीके. Ideation का simple नाम है brainstorming. तो मैंने ये 2 tables यहाँ पे रखी हैं. एक side green है, एक side black है. So we are going to make a mind map right now. I'll give you a topic. You have to make a mind map. That's all. Time starts now. Divide yourselves into 2 groups. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. One's एक साथ, 2 is एक साथ. Please take your spots. एक green हो जाए, एक black हो जाए. Should I give you the numbers again? Wake up. ये exercise इससे पहले एक और भी होनी थी persona, but let's see. You come over here. सर आप इधर आ जाए. जावेद. ठीक है? So कितने हो गए? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. चलें, perfect. Okay. So you have to create a mind map. कभी जिंदगी में mind maps बनाए हैं? Of course बनाए हैं. नहीं बनाए? बनाए भी नहीं, but okay, सही है, ठीक है. तो एक आइडिया दरम्यान में आप लिखेंगे और उसको एक्सपैंड करेंगे एक वेब की तरह. ओके, एक वेब होता है, तो वेब किस तरह से होता है कि उसका सोर्स होता है और फिर वो नेटवर्क्स बनाता जाता है अपने, राइट? स्पाइडर वेब की तरह. So वो नेटवर्क बनाना है आपने, right? That's called a mind map. One idea should have another idea, should have another idea. But again, each one of them should be a connection of the previous one. That's how you make a mind map. It's not a flow chart. Yes, it should have connection to the core. Thank you. So the mind map is, you talk about your choose one person from your team. कोई सा भी एक person choose कर लें. Could be वाहिद, could be खुशनूद. And उसके बारे में आपने पूरी characteristics या future professions या careers या फिर aspirations या dreams ये map करने हैं. तो by the end of this activity मुझे ये पता होना चाहिए कि खुशनूद अगर ये startup नहीं चला पाया तो there's a possibility वो इसमें grow कर जाए. What would that be? Okay, so choose one guy from your team and give your best. Time starts now, please. We're learning how to make a mind map, and literally any idea comes to your mind. जो भी idea आता है, please put it. Start from खुशनूद अभी क्या करता है, and then start from what's going to be in the future. Time starts now. Choose your own person, please. You have 1.5 minutes for this, so we can fast track it to the next activity. सब लिखना है. Whatever the person is saying, write everything. Thirty seconds to go. Twenty seconds. 9 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. So I see multiple markers. Somebody has used permanent marker as well. That is going to kill me. Oopsie. नहीं वो वहाँ देखिए वहाँ क्या हो रहा है वहाँ एक ब्लू भी परमानेंट है और वो भी परमानेंट बस ये मुझे अपने नेम्स दे दीजिएगा so I can give it to Imran, okay? अच्छा okay अच्छा who did you write for? पहला वाला किसके लिए था? It was for you and the second one was for Hamza. Perfect. Who's gonna tell me? जल्दी जल्दी run me through कि अगर ये नहीं तो what? Yes, Khushnud.
First of all, design that currently I'm working on. उससे फिर आगे game design जिसमें games से आगे जाके मुझे PC builds का बहुत शौक है और gaming से नीचे आए तो development का शौक है जिसमें Unity है, Unreal Engine है. उसके अलावा design में basic needs मेरी क्या होंगी एक मतलब मुझे क्या क्या चाहिए होगा उसके लिए. उसके अलावा डिज़ाइन के लिए इंजन कौन से चाहिए ब्लेंडर एंड सॉलिडवर्क्स. उसके बाद प्राइसिंग सर ने रिकमेंड किया था उसमें एवेल्यूएशन क्या होगी सेल और सर्विसेज उसमें क्या क्या होंगी. उसके अलावा एक फर्दर जो मेरा शौक़ है कार्स का उसके अंदर सुपर कार्स उसके अलावा फिर JDMs जापानीज़ एंड
Started from the game and the design all the way to the supercars.
Yes.
So this much variety can happen in a mind map, and you would be amazed when you start making it for ideation. जितने unique ideas होंगे, उतना आपको फायदा होगा. ये सामने you can see on the slide.
Go for it.
You guys. Hamza, no.
Talk.
If you see on the slide, these are a few of the ideation ways. And उनमें से सिर्फ हमने एक किया है, brainstorm. And there are literally 10,000 other ways as well to go about it. So the more you know, the more you'll be able to resolve your problem. See, design thinking solves problem. अगर एक तरीके से नहीं हुआ तो दूसरा तरीका use करेंगे. Yes, Hamza.
Okay, so as a university student, I'm currently taking part in game design and game development. So that in itself already leads to multiple avenues such as AR, VR, 3D modeling, animation, game engines such as Unity 3D. That leads into programming, writing, and also provides multiple freelance opportunities. Then once our FYP and final semester is over, I will probably start looking for internships, eventually find a job, and then maybe save up enough money to go to Hawaii.
Hawaii is mentioned?
Hawaii is mentioned.
Good.
It wasn't part of my plan, but it is now. It has been last minute.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Please have a seat. Thank you. So yes, multitude of ways to ideate. More ideas, more fun, more solutions. Okay. We have to create a persona. Do we have time? We have literally 5 minutes. Okay. But let me just quickly run it through to you. We can do it later. I'll send you these slides. What you can do, you can start doing it yourself. Okay. Make these blocks on a chart paper, do it on a Word document or a PowerPoint, fill it and send it to me. The more you write, the more your ideas will have a chance to be reality. That's another truth about neuroscience. Okay, persona notepad. See the elements that are added. You see a profile photo? Yes, you need that. And you need a name. Only then you can make it sound human. You can't call it a user. Don't call it user 1, 2, 3. Okay? We have quotes, we have role, we have demographics. Demographics means uska age, uska gender, location. ये 3 चीजें तो जरूर मैप कीजिए आप उसके बारे में when you are making the persona. Goals and journey. What does the user want to achieve? How does the user currently solve this problem? For example, if we talk about Osama. So in your case, you're clearing out the debris in space. Now your user, what does the user want to achieve and how does the user currently solve the problem? You can mention it, right? Of course, thank you. So similarly, motivation and ability, factors, triggers. Inhibiting factors, possible triggers. Inhibition का क्या मतलब होता है? Yes, something that stops you. क्या चीज़ रोक रही है, क्या चीज़ मोटिवेट कर रही है, और क्या चीज़ ट्रिगर बन रही है. हर इंसान के अपने अपने ट्रिगर्स होते हैं. Okay, so you have to mention the triggers for your persona. ये वो persona है जिसके बारे में आपने empathy map में बात की है. ठीक है, so make sure there is a relevance in the two. Influencer, context, related personas, आपके relationships जो आप बात कर रहे थे, and persona matrix. How does the persona fit in the context of other personas? How does the persona fit in the context of other personas? अगर आप कैफे में जा रहे हैं और आपके पास दो personas हैं उसमें, एक आपके पास buyer है, एक आपके पास seller है जो पीछे है on the counter, एक आपके पास biller है, and there are multiple others. So you have to mention about either one, and then in relation to them you have to mention the rest. Okay, this is how it would look like, something like this. Okay, so you talk about their skills, you talk about the interest, personality, you talk about the persona, you talk about the product. You can make it this way or you can make it this way. Now this, ये जो बात की है ना, motivation and behavior or ability, this one. So I would like you to go through this and see how it is cut in the next one. पहले में सवाल उठाए हैं और दूसरे में answers or solutions दिए हैं, right? So the first one is they're worried it won't fit. अगर कोई आपके पास आता है और वो कहता है कि no, I don't think so. This jumpsuit that you're making, I don't think so. It's going to fit the plus size women. So what you do? Do you let them go? They're your customers. So you tell them offer free returns. अगर आपको ठीक नहीं आता है तो आप वापस करते हैं, हम आपको आपके साइज का दे देंगे. So you give them a choice. The customer stays with you. This is how you build up a persona. You need to know उनको क्या परेशान करता है, उनको क्या खुश करता है, and try to resolve that. आजकल बड़ी मज़े की चीज़ें हो रही हैं. For women, I can give you example for males as well. But what people are trying to do, they're trying to come up with products जो पहले नहीं थे. For example, there is one product about beard oil and hair oil and things like that. It never used to be. I mean, I don't know how this market came into being, but it's pretty famous nowadays. There's another one where they give you a productivity box. एक brand है called Spot Buy, and they give you a productivity box. अगर आप वो box खोलें तो उसमें 3 तरह के आपको diaries मिलेंगे. The first one is your breakthrough idea. The second is your to-do list. The third is your etc. list. So people are coming up with such ideas, but they also know who the user is. So be aware of the user, that's the idea, okay? All right, prototype के तरीके, we all know the best way is to do that. Make it on a paper, make it on tissue paper. Make it in such a way कि उसको फिर अगर आप translate करना चाहें तो उसमें आपके cost effective हो वो तरीका और faster हो जाए वो, ठीक है? And of course, we test it with the users. Right now we have not gone on to that stage जहाँ पे आप testing करें, but we have to be on a stage after these 5 sessions where you are at least prototyping it, okay? Yes, please. So you can take a picture of this and you can see कि each stage में क्या क्या काम हो रहा है. ये सब काम कर सकते हैं और ये काम skip भी कर सकते हैं, but it's better to accommodate all these activities whichever stage you are in, okay? For example, if I take you an example of prototype, we build an MVP, we do the brand positioning, we do storyboarding, and we do digital marketing. And each one of them have different templates. And you can get all of them either through this slide, or you can do a little Google search as well. But everything is available, literally. Everything is available on a click. I've tried to give you as much information as possible over here. Online resources, books, case studies, videos. So literally, just use it as much as you can. And come back to me and let's have a question-answer session if you have need further clarity, okay? Yes, please. I want you to just quickly watch this video and try to replicate it after Eid with your team. ठीक है? नहीं कुछ भी नहीं करना है, किसी को प्रेजेंट नहीं करना है, अप्लाई करना है अपनी टीम के साथ, ठीक है? बट ट्राई टू डू इट, सी वो हो क्या रहा है उस वीडियो में एंड हाउ दे आर इंटरैक्टिंग, हु दे आर इंटरैक्टिंग विद. ट्राई टू डू दैट इन योर टीम एंड गिव मी अ फीडबैक. आई एम हियर ऑन द फ्लोर. Come to me and tell me whether you did it or not, okay? Whether it worked for you or not, right? So let's just play that video, and that's the last bit of this session. If you have any questions, I would love to answer. Okay.
about the research they have done with users. About the Power AI Vision team. The engineering lead and design researcher recently gave a playback to
The name of the company is Power AI Vision. Okay.
Together about how they were lowering the complexity score of their product. They're both so passionate about the research they have done with users. They learned that data scientists and image analysts work as a team to train artificial intelligence models, and as a result, they are making their product simple enough so that any one of those users could get their job done quickly and easily. This field is incredibly complex, and yet here is a designer who has built this amazing understanding of the technology and an engineer who cares deeply about the user experience. Together, they collaborate and build on each other's expertise, making a spark of co-creating that spreads through their whole team. This is enterprise design thinking in action.
Definitely our biggest strength as a team is that we all focus on the user. And so it's not just the design team, it's the development team, the research team that started the project, our offering management team.
It's been really good for us as a development team working with the design team because they're able to engage with sponsor users for our project who are very deep, very knowledgeable in this domain and provide us feedback that we can then incorporate into our product to make sure that we're satisfying their needs.
This diverse, empowered team is able to deliver outcomes for their users because of their commitment to working across disciplines. You can see it with the engineering team. They all take this information, these user insights, and apply it in their daily decision-making. Essentially, the user becomes a member of the team.
So when we are implementing something, we're not just implementing something for some user and we don't really know what they're going to use the product for. It kind of helps to be able to implement certain parts of the product just for that specific user instead of just giving as much information as possible and hoping they'll find it helpful.
Zoom out and the picture gets bigger. Collaboration with the research team in China, the business product owner, they're all involved.
Do you see at the back of these people? See how they've filled these walls with work. This is how a startup needs to work. Every day something new is happening. Every day the design thinking process happens.
All came together to meet and work and think in person during a series of workshops where they outlined how they will make artificial intelligence accessible.
That is our philosophy. If we are making tools, we better make it to the right persona. Even if it is for the right persona, we better make it more easy for them.
As part of our workshops, when we were really trying to define the necessary things and features we needed for each set of users, we really defined hills around the functions that would help us rally the team and deliver those kind of core functionality for each one of our sets of target users.
The workshops are invaluable for us to drive our release cycle. We need to filter down the large number of demands, requests, enhancements that people want. You can't deliver everything.
What's really important about the Hill is that you actually have a game plan to execute on the Hill.
Hills, the enterprise design thinking key that can feel like the hardest piece of the puzzle. But this team came together and used market and design research.
These are statements which are called user enablement statements. They are called hills. अगर आप IBM का डिज़ाइन थिंकिंग पढ़ें तो उसमें ये यूज़र इनेबलमेंट स्टेटमेंट को कहते हैं हिल. तो ये एक हिल की एग्जांपल है. Data scientists can integrate work from open source frameworks and use Power AI to leverage their deep learning models at scale. So what can the user do? How can the user be enabled to use that product or with the use of that product? Okay, so that statement also helps you make your product better.
To craft statements of intent for their specific user types based on their real needs. They wrote hills. But you don't just stay aligned because you want to. This team is in constant communication. They come together weekly to make sure that their work aligns to their delivery goal, 3 hills per quarter.
So the first step is really understanding the technology from Youngpa's research team. And we reflect on that with users. We go back and forth between them, making sure that it's the right decision to be implemented in the product. And
and that we as the team understand how it works. And then we start making, we start prototyping, right? Michael, our UX designer, will make wireframes of different fidelities, and we'll test those back and forth with users. And then we also will meet with development and review how feasible these wireframes are, how they can connect them to the back end, and really connect that entire experience.
There it is, a diverse, empowered team focused on their users that uses the keys of enterprise design thinking and moves through the loop in order to constantly improve their users' experience. But then there's the critical question, are they seeing business results?
I mean, our product was geared on May the 29th. Our first purchase order was on May the 27th. So this is very rare that you have a customer lined up who's doing a PO even before the product gets released.
When your users are asking for your product before it's even out, you know you're onto something big.
Okay, so yes, whatever the feasibility that you see of your product, you need to be sure that your users are willing to buy it as well. Okay? Yes. It's a statement.
Essentially defining how the user is able to interact with users.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And then that is a statement that you need to deliver in terms of
Yes.
Right?
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. That's how it is. So again, this fits in every situation, in every product. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आप कुछ और create करें जो कि FMCG product है और tech based product नहीं है, उस पे applicable नहीं. Design thinking is for everyone. Okay, it can be used in every situation. That's all. These are my credentials. If you need to stay in touch. However, the best way is to stay in touch with Sarah, and Sarah is going to deliver the questions and problems to me, and I'm going to help you out with that. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. We meet after Eid. Okay, the next sessions will be after Eid, all of them. So you spend good and take care. Advance Eid Mubarak as well. Take care, guys. Yes, any questions if you have?